In today's video, we're going to learn about the basic constraints in Fusion 360. So once we are in Fusion 360, let's go ahead and create a sketch. Select a plane and let's just draw some random figures. Let's draw a rectangle. Let's go ahead and draw a line. And let's draw a circle as well. Now these are the figures with which we are going to understand the various constraints. Let's go ahead and select horizontal or vertical constraint. Now this option constrains an object horizontally or vertically depending upon which is closer to it. For example, let's draw a line which is closer to horizontal but not horizontal. Now if we constrain it with horizontal or vertical constraint, you can see that the line will automatically become horizontal. Now let's go ahead and select the Coincident constraint. Now let's select a point on our circle and our line, and you can see that it's coincident or it touches each other. Now again let's go ahead and select a line. Now again let's go ahead and select Coincident constraint. Now select a point and select our line. Now you can see that the two are coincident. Now let's go ahead and select Tangent Constraint. Now if you select a line and a circle, you can see that the line is now tangent to that point on that circle. Now you can do this with two circles as well. Now let's go ahead and draw two circles. Now again if you go and select the Tangent Constraint, you can see that the two circles are touching each other in that one point tangentially. Now let's understand equal constraint. Let's go ahead and draw a line. Now let's go ahead and draw another line of a different dimension. Now go ahead and select equal constraint and select the two lines. Now you can see that both the lines will be of the same dimension, and this is equal constraint. Again you can do this with circles as well. Let's draw a smaller circle and a bigger circle. Now again go to equal constraint, select one circle, select the other, and you can see both are now of the same or equal dimension. Now let's understand parallel constraint. Let's go ahead and draw two lines. So let's go into line and draw a slanted line. Again let's go ahead and draw another line. So now let's go and click on the parallel constraint. So after you select that, select the two lines, and now you can see that both the lines are parallel to one another. This is parallel constraint. Now let's understand perpendicular constraint. So now let's go ahead and draw two lines. So let's draw one line horizontally. And now let's go ahead and draw another line in a slanted manner. So now if you go and select the perpendicular constraint and select the two lines, you can see that both the lines are now perpendicular to each other. So this is perpendicular constraint. Now let's understand fix and unfix constraint. So to understand that, let's go ahead and draw a line. So now once we have our line, we can move it around and change the dimensions by clicking on it. So if you want to fix this, we have to use the fix or unfix constraint. Now let's click on the fix constraint and select the line. Now it has turned green. So now you can see that we can't move it because now it's fixed. Now let's take a look at the midpoint constraint. So let's go ahead and draw a line. Let's go and create a circle as well. Now our aim is to put the circle in the midpoint of the line. So let's go to the constraint, select the midpoint, select our circle and select our line, and you can see the circle is now at the midpoint of our line. Now let's understand the concentric constraint. So now for this, let's clear all our objects. So now let's go ahead and create a circle. In fact, let's create 2 to 3 circles to understand the concept. So now go ahead and click on the concentric constraint. Click on 2 circles and you can see that they are becoming concentric. So now we have understood the concentric constraint. Now let's take a look at the collinear constraint. Now in order to understand collinear constraint, let's go ahead and draw 2 lines. Now collinear stands for lying in the same straight line. So if you go to collinear constraint and constrain the 2 lines, they line in the same straight line. So you can see that the 2 lines are now on the same straight line. Now let's understand the symmetric constraint. So click on symmetric, click on line and draw a construction line. Now let's go and draw 2 circles on either sides of it. A smaller circle and a bigger circle. Now go to constraint, select symmetric, select out 2 objects and select the line. Now you can see that it's symmetric. So this is symmetry constraint.